Hello everybody, my name is Lemon, I also go by Lemon. I am here with the IPA Week 3. This is a post-com, because I forgot to save the recording. And then I recorded something else, and then it deleted the live com. So this is a post-com. Oh, we are up against Coach Wobbuffet and the San Diego Shinxes, and you can see our matchup here. If you want to check out what his entire team is, what my team is, what I brought, why I'm bringing it, go check out the team builder. It should have released already. Okay, so if you remember from the team builder, I expected Sceptile, Zygarde, Archeops, Chandelure, and one other, and I can't even remember what it is. But I was also very sure he was going to bring Greninja. The Celesteela caught me off guard, though, but that's okay because I brought prep for it. First turn, he leads off Greninja. I led off Houndoom because I was expecting him to either lead a Scarf Archeops or Greninja, and I wanted to maybe possibly taunt Greninja or just hard switch out in case of the situation. So I hard switch out into Porygon knowing that Hydro Pump would kill. And I did the calc. That damage did reveal that it was a choice specs Greninja. He switches out into Ditto, copies me. I went for Recover in case he went into like Sceptile with a Drain Punch or something. Then he went Celesteela. I hard switch out into Porygon because it's my best option of tanking hits. He goes for Toxic, it misses. He protects. I went for my Thunder Wave to slow down his team. He poisons me, which is okay because I have Recover. And I went for the Paralyze because I don't want this thing to stall me out. So I switch out into Gengar, hoping for a full para, which I get the full para. I go into Landorus for the attack drop. He goes for Heavy Slam, and it did a good amount, which tells me that it is very physically invested. I go for the U-turn, expecting him to switch, which he didn't, so I went to Porygon. He goes for Leech Seed, which is a little bit problematic, because now I'm taking Leech Seed and Toxic damage. So I hard switch out into Houndoom, hoping for a full para, but I don't get it, and I take the Heavy Slam. So I pressure him out with the possibility of a Fire Blast, and I actually went for it this time. And I'm doing about 50% to this thing. I was really hoping for a burn, but I didn't get it. So I switch out, scared of a Scarf. I went for the Intimidate. He goes for Stealth Rocks, which at the time I didn't think it was going to end up being a Scarf. So then he copies my Landorus. At this point, he switched out. I wanted to poison the Archeops just for damage, and I didn't get it. I missed it. So I went for the slow U-turn, expecting him to be Scarfed, and he's not Scarfed, which really was a huge... that was a huge thing to happen here, him not being Scarfed. So I take a U-turn, which really good play on his part. I stay in, knowing full well that I can't take a Hydro Pump, just hoping for a miss and going for Freeze Dry. So I went to Porygon to go for Recover. He switched out while I go for Recover. And I go into Lycanroc hoping for a full para, which I get, and I go for the Fire Fang hoping for a flinch or para and at that point I was really confused about what he went for, because at this point his full set was revealed. I was really worried about why it was faster, and it was because he clicked Protect. So he switches out into Zygarde, which is pretty much what I expected to happen, but I was actually hoping for a burn, which of course I didn't get. So I go into my default switch into this. He goes for 1,000 Arrows, exactly as I expected he would. And he goes for it again and almost kills me, but at this point I just need to get rid of rocks. So I sack off Landorus, and so far this battle isn't going super well. So I pressure him out with the possibility of me having Ice Beam, but then I remember that Ditto actually copied Porygon earlier, so now he knows that I don't have Ice Beam. and I take the 1,000 arrows because Porygon is a defensive beast, and I don't get the burn or the paralyze or the freeze, or I don't get anything. And I again went for the recover because I need this thing to live. And I just start going for Shadow Balls, hoping for a special defense drop, which I didn't get, and he got the Leech Seed off too, which means that this thing, like, I can't outpace this thing anymore with Porygon. So I went into Houndoom, and I did get the full pair this time actually, giving me a free switch. And at this point, I think I went for Dark Pulse, expecting the Archeops, which I called right. And I was also hoping for a flinch on the Celesteela if he just stayed in. He goes into Sceptile, and I was scared of a Drain Punch. And then he goes for Swords Dance. So at this point, I feel like I just have to go for the Sludge Bomb. The Sludge went into his Celesteela, which really sucks, but it was kind of what I had to do. Then I went Lycanroc, hoping for full para again, and he didn't get it this time. And then he gets the special defense boost, and at this point, I really can't beat it. At this point, I'll be honest, this was a really bad matchup. He goes into Houndoom, actually, which surprised me, while I went for the Fire Blast and missed, might I add. That Fire Blast would have done a lot. I went for the Taunt to make sure that he can't taunt my Porygon and keep me from paralyzing it. So then I went out and Porygon copied Solar Power, which isn't going to be doing anything. Take the Fire Blast, but it does a decent amount, and I will die to the next one. And then he lands his. He lands all of his, and I miss mine, the important ones too. So then I go to Gengar, and I Destiny Bond because it's the best thing I can do. So I might as well pick up a kill. I disable his Dark Pulse, and at this point I know it doesn't really matter, because it's dead from Destiny Bond. And now he just goes, yeah, he kills me with a Water Shuriken, which he goes for and wins. So I'll be honest, this game could have gone a lot better. I almost brought my Assault Vest Maractus set. I was really thinking about Assault Vest Maractus with Torkoal, but I didn't want to feed Chandelure power, and then he didn't even bring Chandelure. So good prep on his part, especially with the non-Scarf Ditto, which he told me afterward it was Citrus Berry, just to keep it around longer. So well played on his part. Very good game. It was very fast too. It only lasted 36 turns. It was a very good game. He played really well. He built really well. I thought I built really well. I think I built as about good as I could. I had to make a couple of predictions, and the neutral plays with like Porygon Tri-Attack over Ice Beam, which really sucked, but it was a play I had to choose. But really good play, really good match on his part, and Wobbuffet now is 2-1, and I am also 2-1 now. So we are going into week 4, 2-1, which is a really good start to the season. That is a really good start, and it's not like this was a terrible loss. I still got a kill on Gengar, and I still got a kill on Houndoom. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to be trying so hard not to have to do these post comms because I don't like them as much as the live comms. I'm going to see you all in week 4. See you next time.